When there is a war, it doesn't matter who your enemy is, you need to destroy their offspring to prevent them from creating more offspring.
Assalamu alaikum guys, and welcome to another episode of Smile to Jannah. Let's react to a clip on Fox of the Florida Congressman Randy Fine.
The fact of the matter is the Palestinian cause is an evil one.
This is gaslighting 101, ladies and gentlemen. On the one side, you have somebody that is defending their land. Somebody else has come in, taken over their land, is now removing them from that land, killing their children, their family members for the last God knows how many years. These people apparently are the evil ones, not the ones doing the killing of the kids, not the ones taking the land, not the ones doing the displacing. Nah. It's the people over here. Can you see those women and children? Evil, mate.
Yeah, and Congressman, there is a ceasefire deal on the table right now that the White House is hoping both Israel and Hamas will sign on to. Does this shooting change anything when it comes to the course of the war or the negotiations to end it?
Well, I think it speaks to the importance of the only end of the conflict is complete and total surrender by those who support Muslim terror. In World War II, we did not negotiate a surrender with the Nazis. We did not negotiate a surrender with the Japanese. We nuked the Japanese twice in order to get unconditional surrender. That needs to be the same here.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is what happens when you don't read. I want all the kids watching to realize it's very important, boys and girls, for you to read. Otherwise, you become a doofus like this individual. So this morbidly obese boy is not going to tell you about Operation Paperclip. Yes, because after they defeated the Nazis, what they did was they brought a bunch of them over to America. This is not conspiracy. This is in the CIA declassified documents. They brought over the Nazis and asked them for help to improve their space program to help them get to the moon because they were in competition with the communists. Yes. They sought the help of the Nazis, whilst the other ones were in the Nuremberg trials. These guys were working away, getting a tour of America and living like kings. He mentioned the Japanese. Let's not forget Unit 731. Boy, if you guys research that, you're gonna know these were nasty people. These guys were doing some mad stuff and mad experiments. However, even these guys were Japanese, even they were allowed to go scot-free. Why? Because of certain information. That's what it comes down to. Not right or wrong. It just matters if you are at that moment in time within the national interests of America. You saw the Mujahideen, the Americans were saying your cause is a good cause, it's a just cause, mate.
That land over there is yours. You'll go back to it one day because your fight will prevail and you'll have your homes and your mosques back again because your cause is right and God is on your side.
These were bearded, turban-wearing people, and they were being celebrated. Why? Because they were being used against the communists. And not to mention Operation Bloodstone, in which Soviet defectors and Nazis were being used against communism. Not to mention Operation Gladio, where false flags were done and blamed on the communists. These are good things for you guys to research and keep in your bank.
There is something deeply wrong with this culture, and it needs to be defeated.
Hang on a minute. How can someone that talks of nuking people and mentions how, because America's the only one that's ever dropped nukes before, and there is ample evidence in Howard Zinn's A People's History of America. He says that knowledge had reached the higher-ups in America that the Japanese were ready to surrender. There was no need to drop those nukes. However, they were done deliberately in those populated areas to send a message to, again, it's the C word, the communists. So this individual who's not only justifying that, but talking of justifying, because Gaza, we know by now, half of it is women and children. So he wants to nuke all of it. Why? Because this land was promised to his friends thousands of years ago. Apparently, God is a real estate agent and he promises land to people. And not only that, if there's somebody on that land, it's okay for you to genocide them. 1 Samuel chapter 15 verse 3. Let's not forget what happened to the Amaleks, that no one is off limits. Even the suckling babies are not off limits. And the donkeys and the cows and the camels, you get the drift. So with all due respect, someone that is defending such actions and such people, you are in no position to say what is right and what is wrong, to give us morality. We don't take our morality from morbidly obese, low IQ, women repelling slugs like you. And let me just end with a few honorable mentions. Here is Moshe Feiglin, however you pronounce that crappy name. He's the former Israeli lawmaker. Listen to what he says. He is saying indeed that it's okay for you to target children. And listen to these individuals as well. And before you do, 14,000 kids, the United Nations is saying, are in danger of dying. Why? Because Israel has stopped aid going into Gaza for 2 months. And they've let a few trucks go in, which is just to appease the people, but it's simply not enough.
They are our enemies because they are
the children are your enemies?
They are our enemies.
When there is a war, it doesn't matter who your enemy is, you need to destroy their offspring to prevent them from creating more offspring.
There you go, ladies and gentlemen. Need I say more? Let's leave it there, guys. Until next time, Assalamu alaikum.